Hello YouTube, my name is Insane Rocker coming at you from Yu-Gi-Oh! Today. Today I will be doing a deck profile of my Synchron deck. This was heavily inspired by Galactic God, who was the person that gave me the inspiration to play this deck to begin with. This is my real-life build. I'm just waiting to get a decent camera to do a live deck profile. So let's jump right in. First off, I play 3 copies of Quick Draw Synchron. This card, combined with Level Eater, allows for a lot of crazy fun plays. I play a slightly controversial card next, 3 copies of Reborn Tengu. Yes, I still play Reborn Tengu despite the fact that Pot of Avarice is banned. I still find it's a very good card, very useful, and is very useful for a lot of really good combo plays. And you can even use it with Pot of Dichotomy and Jar of Avarice to recycle it back to the deck and reuse it. 1 copy of Mathematician to put your Level Eaters, Jet Synchrons, and Glow-Up Bulbs into the graveyard for later use. 3 copies of Junk Synchron to recycle back your level 2 or lower monsters to go for more synchro plays. 1 copy of Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit. I would really like to find room to fit 2 of these in here, but I don't want to play 41 cards, and I don't feel like anything else can realistically be cut. 2 copies of Quillbolt Hedgehog. This little guy here, combined with Junk Synchron, or really any other tuner, is really, really handy for going into more plays. 2 copies of Doppel Warrior. This guy will give you 2 tokens after he's used up, and can be brought back with Junk Synchron and still get the summon effect of the tokens after he's used. 2 copies of Max C, because in this format, especially with 1 card FTKs from Zodiacs, you need to play Max C. 1 copy of Synchron Explorer to bring back your Quick Draw or your Junk Synchron or your Jet Synchron to use for more synchro plays. 3 copies of Level Eater, because it is the best monster in the deck, hands down, bar none. 3 copies of Jet Synchron. This guy here just increased the ceiling of the deck astronomically, being able to effectively replace Unknown Synchron as the best level 1 machine tuner. 1 copy of Glow Up Bulb. Put this in the graveyard and you get more synchro plays going off by milling 1 card, and this deck really uses the graveyard. I also play 1 copy of Synchron Resonator, because if you have Drill Warrior or Clearwing on the field, you can really extend your plays and potentially make things like Trishula or Crystal Wing. 1 copy of 1 for 1 to get out your level 1 tuners, or even a Level Eater if you really need it. 1 copy of Regeki, because Zodiacs hate board wipes and lose to them very quickly. 1 copy of Reinforcement of the Army to search out your Junk Synchron or your Doppel Warrior. 1 copy of Soul Charge to bring back all the monsters that you've used. 1 copy of Foolish Burial to put Level Eater, Jet Synchron, or your Glow Up Bulb into the graveyard, or even Quillbolt Hedgehog to bring back by summoning a tuner. 3 copies of Tuning to search out your Quick Draw, Junk, or Jet Synchrons. 2 copies of Pot of Dichotomy. This card is fantastic, I think, at least. It doesn't have a once per turn activation clause, so you can use it both times if you draw into both of them to recycle back things from your extra deck to be able to draw cards and extend your plays. Back row hate, I played 2 copies of Twin Twister. And the last card of the deck, I played 2 copies of Jar of Avarice. I might cut Jar of Avarice back to 1 to play 2 copies of Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit. But Jar of Avarice, in my opinion, is very good because it can really extend those combo plays. Going into the extra deck, I played 2 copies of Formula Synchron, 1 copy of Tatsunoko, 1 copy of Excel Synchron, and these 4 right here just make the deck work. Without these guys, you would run out of plays a lot quicker. 1 copy of Jet Warrior to special summon off of basically discarding Level Eater for Quick Draw Synchron. 1 copy of Ally of Justice Catastrophe, because it basically kills everything in the meta currently. 1 copy of TG Hyper Librarian. Basically allows you to plus endlessly with this deck. 1 copy of Stardust Charge Warrior. Special summon it and draw a card and use him to go off and continue your combo plays. 1 copy of Drill Warrior. Turn this into an instant Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon by using your Synchron Resonator. And of course, having Level Eater engrave. 1 copy of Clearwing Synchro Dragon. This is also a 1-card Synchron Resonator. It's also a 1-card Crystal Wing using Synchron Resonator, or a 1-card Void Ogre Dragon using Synchron Resonator. 1 copy of Road Warrior. This card right here is your Quasar Enabler. 1 copy of Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, the best Synchro currently in the game if you ask me. 1 copy of Void Ogre Dragon. Yes, I play Void Ogre Dragon in this deck. With this, Crystal Wing and Quasar out on board, your opponent is going to be able to do little to nothing against you. A lot of times I find that I have no cards in hand, or I could just have spell traps in hand that I could easily just set in the back row to allow Void Ogre Dragon to be live. 1 copy of Trishula, because it is one of the best synchros in the game and basically makes your opponent neg 3 cards. 1 copy of Quasar, because this is a 4,000 point beat stick that can attack more than once and has a built-in Solemn Judgment. I play 2 copies of Retaliating Sea for the currently Metal Foes matchup and eventually the Eidolon matchup to basically make my opponent banish all of their resources. 2 copies of Flying Sea for Zodiacs. 2 copies of Dark Hole for Zodiac. 2 copies of Forbidden Apocryph for Zodiac. 2 copies of Chain Disappearance for, you guessed it, Zodiacs. 3 copies of Overworked for, once again, Zodiacs. And 2 copies of Dimensional Barrier for Zodiacs. Now, one thing that I'm constantly told by friends of mine or people that used to play Quasar Synchrons is that it doesn't work anymore because of kaijus. A lot of people already figured out a workaround for this by simply playing Shooting Star Dragon. This card is absolutely phenomenal and can be summoned off of Quasar's effect if it does get tributed. It's not as powerful as Quasar, but it is still a good card to put out there. I've made tweaks and I've considered cutting things like Catastor or possibly even Stardust Charge Warrior for Shooting Star Dragon, but as of right now I haven't been able to find the room for it. But rest assured, in my newest update, it will be in the deck. So that is all for today. Have a beautiful day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with your friends if you enjoyed.